In this video, we are going to look at a probability question. Now, this is straightforward probability question using Venn diagrams. Or, well, I'm going to use Venn diagrams. Suppose A, B, and C are events such that the probability of A is 1/2, the probability of B is 1/2, the probability of C is 1/3. The probability of A union B, that's union there, that symbol there, just in case you're not familiar with it, is A union B is 3/4. That means A or B or both. A intersection C is 1/6. Now let's just be careful that the symbols there, the two symbols I've underlined, are complements of each other, are not the same basically. And they're two very similar but different ideas. A intersection B means A and B. It means both A and B. Not one or the other or both. It means it has to be both. That's an important thing. B and C, or B intersection C, is 1/6, and B A probability of A intersection B intersection C, or A, B, and C, is 1/12. That means they have to be all three. All three. So determine whether or not the probability, the events A and B are independent, and calculate the probability of A union B union C. So that means either A or B or C, or a combination of the two, or all three. So the way we're going to tackle this is using a Venn diagram. And so this is a Venn diagram, and this is the unit space here, this rectangle here. And everything inside this rectangle, I'm just going to draw that part, the sort of the edges of it there. The probability of being inside that is 1/3, 1. So my pen is acting up. So anyway, the probability of being inside that rectangle is 1. Now, so let's go back to our information. We're going to start here at the end, that the probability of being A intersection B intersection C is 1/12. So that means that this area here is where you are part of all three circles. So if you're within this red area here, that's probability of A. Actually, sorry, I'll start back by saying that we were told the probability of A is 1/2. So the probability of being inside this red circle here is 0.5. I'm just going to make a little note of that up at the corner. The probability of, we were also told that the probability, so that, just to be clear about that, this is the piece of information I just used there. And we're also told that the probability of A, or probability of B, is also 1/2. So let's go with green here and say that the probability of being inside this circle here is also 0.5. And we are also told some information about C. Yes, we are told that it is 1/3. So let's make that magenta. So that's 1/3, 0.33. Okay, so what we were told additionally is that the probability of being inside all three means that we're in this center area here. And that the answer for that is 1/12. I've actually used decimals, but here I'm going to sort of use fractions here, so pardon me for skipping back and forth. This is 1/12 here, inside this, all three zones. We're also given some more information that the probability of A intersection C is 1/6. Just as a remark, that 1/6 is just equal to 2/12, just in case you are wondering where I'm coming up with 2/12, or which is 2 times 1/12, or 1/12 plus 1/12 even. So what we're told just there is that the probability of being in this area here is 1/6. Now, but we've already counted for 1/12. So the probability of being in here is also 1/12. Okay. Now, we are told that the probability, so that's an important progress made. So we've used pretty much a lot of the information. Oh, sorry, again, likewise, the probability of A intersection C is 1/6. So we can also sort of use that as well, that this B intersection C is 1/6. And we've already counted for half of that. So this area here is also 1/12. Okay. Now, so far so good. What I'm going to try do now is find out what this value is here. Now, we're going to use the addition rule here to find out what that is. So the addition rule is as follows. Well, first off, we're going to base it on this part here, probability of A union B. So probability of A union B is probability of A, which we know, plus the probability of B, which we also know, minus the probability of A intersection B. That's the addition rule. Okay, so we know this is actually 3/4. 3/4. That's equal to 1/2. That's 1/2, which is equal to 1. And so necessarily the difference in 1 and 3/4, that means this is 1/4. So this has to be 1/4. It's what you subtract from 1 to get, just to actually be clear about that, my pen is, it's the difference between probability of A, it's the difference between 1/2 plus 1/2, which is 1, and 3/4. So it is, that's just a 1 minus sign there, it's not a double negative. So necessarily the probability of A intersection B is 1/4. Now, just as a remark, 1/4 is equal to 3/12. Seeing as we're dealing with twelfths here. Okay, so that is equal to 3/12. Let's go back to our Venn diagram. So everything in here, A intersection B, so this half plus 1/3, 1/12, means that this area, this intersection area, we already counted for 1/12 of it, of the 3/12. So necessarily this is equal to 2/12. Okay. Now, B is 0.5. That's equal to 6/12. So I'll just keep it all in twelfths just to make it easy. C is 4/12. Whoops. So we've already accounted for 0.33. That's equal to 4/12. Okay. So by deduction, we actually know that this remaining area here is also 1/12. This is B over here is 6/12, and we've already counted for 4 of them. So what remains is 2/12. And likewise 2/12 up here for red, for A. Okay. Now, we pretty much done all of the hard work here. So it's all the heavy lifting has been done. We filled in our Venn diagram. Now, I haven't actually computed the probability of being outside the A, B, or C yet. But actually, if we were to sum all of those up, we'd find pretty quickly that the sum total of that is 10/12. So between all of those values there is 10/12. All of those regions there account for 10/12, or in other words, 5/6. So that actually answers one of our questions. Calculate the probability of A union B union C. So it's the region enclosed by one or more of those circles. And the answer to that is 5/6. which was 10 over 12. Or you could put it as 0.833. Now, let's go back to the first question here. Determine whether or not the probability of A and B, the events A and B are independent. Well, in that case, what we would say, if they're independent, we would get this following identity. Probability of A times the probability of B equals A intersection B. Now, if two events A and B are independent, this identity holds. But we have to just double check that. So A intersection B, we know earlier on that that was equal to 1/4. And we know that this is 1/2, and we know that this is 1/2. And does this identity hold up? Oops, 1/2. Yes, it does. That means they are independent events. So yes, they are independent events. Okay, that ends this video.